Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm your host, the Nitwit Chef, and we are coming to you from the Rocket Craft server today. We have one last little build at our base that I kind of want to get accomplished, and it's going to be in the background behind me. So in the far background, you see one of our server members, Lobo's base, and we have a little trail that kind of leads over there from I'm on top of the windmill right now, which is kind of the outer boundary of my base. And I want to build something to kind of cap off this boundary. And it's something that I sketched a long time ago in a little notebook. And I was just rummaging through some things the other day, cleaning up. And I found this sketch and I thought it might look cool here. And so where it's going to go is going to be straight behind me, straight out from here. And it's going to be like there's some elevation change here. And it's going to be a a wall that stretches out towards the river with a watchtower, not a lighthouse, a watchtower out at the end of it, kind of closer towards all that stony shore over there by the river. And it'll just make a nice little cap to the edge of our base where there's just kind of nothing going on over here except that giant hole. I thought I might want to do something with that, but nah. So anyway, guys, so this will kind of show you where we're at. We are at the outermost and highest point of our base on top of the windmill. And yeah, so that just leads over to Lobo's base and some other places. And let's get into it. Okay, guys, I have got the footprint started, and I played around with a couple of different art shapes, and ultimately this is what I have landed on for an art shape. It really only uses one block that we have here on the Rocket Craft server that most other people wouldn't be able to get, and it's just a single little vertical slab right there. It just adds a little bit more height to the arch and a little less just kind of a triangular shape I always found. So anyway, what we're doing here is a fortification. It's really not going to be a secure wall or anything like that. It's more of kind of like an aqueduct. But it's a nice fancy little wall here that's going to extend out towards the river, dumping this water off at the end. We'll do more with this in time. But I just kind of wanted to get a footprint built and kind of a general idea. Now, I did, just as we're speaking, think of something, and that is, I don't really know how long that's going to be, but I guess I can, the arches, I can just make them happen until they can't happen anymore, because we still got some room to come out if we need to. And the point here, guys, is that building is not perfect, especially when you are not doing pre-made builds. You're not following any kind of tutorial. And me, personally, I just follow the landscape and let it speak to me and just kind of fit the build where I want it. So yeah, this is what we've got going so far. I think it's going to be really nice. We're going to start with a fountain up here. Again, more will happen. Just wanted to get a footprint built to help kind of spark some ideas and some creativity. And then after it's all built with this super bland stone brick, we'll come back in, we'll texturize everything, we'll add some more blocks, we'll add some detail with some wood and some all kinds of other stuff. So stay tuned. We're going to get into a little bit of a time lapse now, and we will start working on some arches. So catch you in a minute. right, doing a little check-in. I have completed one side of this, we'll call it an aqueduct for now. Did a little bit of shaping underneath for where the water is so it's not drippy drippy. And now what I got to do is the other side, and I'm not going to bore you guys with that because it's the same exact thing that I just did over here, just on the other side. So I will get that all knocked out, and I'll check back with you shortly. Okay, so I have got both sides of this aqueduct, the lower section done now, and I have started the watchtower portion of it. I am at a bit of a stall on how I want to cap this off, but I have an idea, and I'm going to think about it for a little bit, and I will come back to this, and I will catch up with you guys when I get some ideas and get this all finished up, and then we'll get into some detailing. All right, guys, I am back, and like I said, I wanted this to be just a simple little watchtower, not a lighthouse, not a super tall structure, just somewhere at the boundary of the property to serve as a lookout. And man, I gotta tell you, it's a great view, guys. It really is. We're overlooking Lobo's base. We've got the Herobrine statue over there standing on James's head. Lots of Lobo's builds off in the distance. And as we turn around, um, you're greeted with this nice big aqueduct and wall, and we're gonna now texturize and add a whole lot more detail and probably some vines and all kinds of cool stuff. And hope you guys enjoy, and we'll catch you in a little bit. Well, guys, I I don't know what to say. I used my screen recorder to do my time lapse yesterday morning, and everything was going just fine. And it recorded the time lapse that you saw earlier, and now it's not working. So all of the footage of me texturizing this is just gone. So what I'm going to do is I still have the footpath part of it to do. And so basically all I do to texturize is I go through and I just ran through there pretty much holding down the trigger on my pickaxe and breaking out random blocks everywhere. And what I'll do is I'll do a little bit of recording in first person to just kind of, at the very least, kind of show you as I go through. And I'll go through and do my primary block first and fill in most of the holes. And then I'll come back through with the cracked stone slabs and just kind of fill in the gaps where there are some left. And I'll just do it, quick style with a first person time lapse. So check it out, and we'll catch back up here in just a moment. All right, guys, I have gone through the texturizing process and a little bit of terraforming under here, and so now I'm going to quickly show you how I decorated the arches on the inside and the outside, and then we'll circle back for the final product. Well, everyone, for now, I am going to call this one done. There's naturally going to be things that I add and tweak and change about it, but for now, the inspiration is at a stall, and I need to take a little break and have some me time. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to thank you guys for coming along this journey with me. And I really do hope that you enjoyed it and that it sparked some inspiration or some creativity for your own worlds. And I really hope that you'd consider subscribing, giving this video a like, and we'll see you guys next time on the Nitwit Network, coming from the Rocketcraft server. Bye!